Hello, Jake. Yes, we're up in the upper paddock. Where are you? Down the lower paddock. Very nice down there. Anyway,
down the lower paddock. Yes.
We're now in the with lots of Pirelli tyres in the background, and let's talk about the Pirelli tyres first of all. Adrian, what was the pattern of the morning? How concerned were you?
Very concerned. Basically, what happened was that around 5 o'clock yesterday evening, then Pirelli came to us and said that having looked at our tyres from qualifying, then they were very concerned about the safety of the tyres, that they could be suffering structural damage in the junction between the sidewall and the tread, and felt that failure of the tyre could be imminent on both cars.
That's almost an Indy 05 situation, structural failure, isn't it?
Very much so. So it's very concerning. We then entered into a lot of debate with Pirelli as to what we should do. They recommended that higher front pressure would make the tyre safer, as would reduce camber. Without permission from the FIA, then reducing the front camber would be in breach of part Fermo regulations, and therefore would have had to start from the pit lane. Equally, the FIA weren't willing to consider our tyres damaged, and therefore weren't willing to allow us to start on a different set from what we qualified on.
So this was... Sorry, go on. Sorry, go on.
So our choice really was do what we could to make the tyre safer, which was go to a much higher front pressure, particularly on that first set that potentially were damaged after qualifying. Not using DRS helps, because the damage is a function of speed and load. And with DRS, of course, similar load at the front, it's only the rear wing that loses load, but you're going a lot faster. So we did some internal calculations combined with the results that Pirelli gave us for how much increase in front pressure would help the life. And then really, to be perfectly honest, it wasn't a very comfortable position to be in, but given the lack of DRS and the extra front pressure and the life expectancy that would give from what Pirelli told us, we took the view that Mark's tyres would probably be safe to around lap 2 or 3, and Sebastian's tyres around lap 5. So that was the reason for our very early stops.
Okay, and just briefly in one word, that's how you got round it, and that's how it worked, and that's how you got a 1-2.
Yes, it is. I mean, I have to say, it's one of the scariest races I've been involved in ever. It's heart in the mouth stuff, because obviously first and foremost our duty of care is to the driver's safety, and you're trying to make that call of making sure that the car is safe whilst not excessively handicapping ourselves from a performance point of view. So it's quite a difficult, well, I found it quite a difficult judgment to make. I was, frankly, at the end of the race, I was just very relieved that both our drivers were safe.
Okay, Adrian, thank you very much. If you can stay cool on the pit wall, you can stay cool when there's a wasp threatening your ear. So thanks very much for joining us. Back to you, Jay.